We welcome you to this broadcast of girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're here at Sidney High School where the Tippecanoe Red Devils will take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, the Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. You're looking live at the Hive right now. Glad you can join us here on NKTelco Sports. My name's Brandon Coderman. Glad to have you here for this Miami Valley League showdown between the Tip Red Devils and the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Let's take a look first at the Tippecanoe Red Devils. They come into this game 14-6 on the season. They are 12-4 overall in the Miami Valley League. They're second in that Valley division, right behind Vandalia Butler over there. They played Sidney back on Wednesday, December 21st, right before Christmas. They fell 56-31, but they are still trying to keep pace with Butler in that Valley division. They're led with Mackenzie Chin with 11.2 points a game, and Lexa Mater has 9.3 points a game for the Tip Red Devils. Looking on the other side for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, they are still undefeated in Miami Valley League play, and with a win tonight, they can wrap up the overall Miami Valley League title with a win tonight. It's only have one more game Saturday against Greenville. They're 16-4 on the season. Their last game they played on Saturday, they beat West Carrollton 60-24, and Sidney rolling. If they can win here tonight and win Saturday against Greenville, they will finish a perfect Miami Valley play. They've already won the Valley division. They're led by Allie Stockton with over 15 points a game. So it should be a great game here tonight as we'll flip it to the national anthem and come back with the starting lineups and keys here next on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back here to NKTelco Sports. Let's take a look at our Emerson Climate Technology starting lineups. Here first for the Tip Red Devils, number 10, Madison Moran, averaging 4.7 points a game. Number 11, Mackenzie Chin, the lead scorer at 11.2 points a game. Number 12, Alexa Mater at 9.3 points a game. Number 21, Lainey Kleckner, 4.9 points a game. Rounding out the lineup, a junior, number 34, 5.4 points a game, Samantha Wall. Christina Patati, the head coach of Tip. Again, the Red Devils at 14-6 on the season, so the starting lineups: Moran, Chin, Mater, Kleckner, and Wall. And now the Emerson Climate Technology starting lineups for the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Number 3, averaging 4.5 points a game, Lexi Brewer. Senior, number 34, Reagan Clark. Clark averaging 7.5 points a game. Number 22, Khalees McNeil, averaging 4.3 points a game. Number 5, Jordan Scully at 10.2 points a game. Rounding out the lineup, number 23, Allie Stockton at 15.4 points a game. The Sidney Yellow Jackets are coached by 4th-year head man Jamal Foster. Now, let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza in Newport, Ohio. First, taking a look for the Tip Red Devils. They want to be able to limit turnovers. They want to be able to limit those turnovers, make sure they don't turn the ball over at a high rate. They want to be able to rebound. They're a little undersized against the Sidney team, and they want to be able to cut the game short, be efficient with their possessions. Take a look at the keys here for Sidney. It's a fast start. They don't want to let these Tip Red Devils hang around as they're favored in this game. They want to be quick and efficient on offense, and they want to be able to cut down on any potential turnovers. So thank you to Keyhole Pizza for sponsoring those keys to the game, as we're 11 seconds in, and it's a scoreless deadlock, I guess, so far on the first Red Devil possession. Ball in the corner, goes over to Samantha Wall. She goes baseline and scores. And Samantha Wall scores and puts the Red Devils up 2-0. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Allie Stockton on the inside. Gives it up over to Scully. Scully, the sophomore, going to fire a 3. Shot's no good. Rebound down over to the Red Devils. And Red Devils turn it over. Scully with the takeaway with nice defense from Khalees McNeil. It's back out over to Reagan Clark. Clark back out over to Brewer. Tip is in a 3-2 zone here. Right side, Lexi Brewer gives it up over to Khalees McNeil, goes out to Scully. Scully back over to Allie Stockton, back over to Clark. Clark in the corner, gives it up over to Stockton. Stockton gives it back up over to McNeil. McNeil back to Stockton. Stockton fires a 3 off the mark. Rebound goes down to the Red Devils and Lainey Kleckner. Wall up ahead to the right side, gives it up. Devils trying to make something happen here. They go to the corner. They go over to Mackenzie Chin. On the inside, it's taken away. It's Stockton with the basketball. Stockton looking up ahead. Stockton goes to the corner to a running mate, Brewer. Brewer in the corner to Stockton. Stockton not afraid to take the 3. Got it. Allie Stockton hits a 3 from the corner and gets in the box score. And gives her Sidney Yellow Jackets a 3-2 lead on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And there's a walk, our first stoppage in play. And we have our first substitution of the game. Number 3, Macy Griffin in the lineup. It's grandparents' night here at Sidney as well. They honor the grandparents before the games. Coach Jamal Foster wearing a nice pink suit tonight on the sideline. Stockton with the basketball, gives it out to Brewer. Brewer gives it up over to Jordan Scully. Scully goes back to Brewer. Brewer over to Clark in the middle of that zone. Clark turns around, and the shot falls for Reagan Clark. 7.5 points a game coming in for the senior. And a 5-2 Sidney Yellow Jacket lead. Sidney trying to trap. Ball in the corner. Tipken tied up with a made 3. It falls short there from Kleckner. Rebound down to Brewer as she looks to initiate the offense. Brewer goes left side to Stockton. Stockton in the corner to Scully, the sophomore. High arcing 3. It's no good. Khalees McNeil tracks it down in the corner. Cutting to the basket. Allie Stockton, looking to become the lead scorer all time in Sidney history. Will probably eventually soon, if she can stay healthy enough, pass Selena Taborn for that honor, the future Findlay Oiler. It's a 7-2 Sidney advantage, a 7-0 Sidney run. They force a turnover. McNeil swipes it away, goes back over to Brewer, and Brewer gets the instructions from fourth-year head man Jamal Foster, 2007 graduate of Sidney High School, and revitalized this program that won 2 games in the span of the 2017-2018 season and the 2018-2019 season. He's revitalized it, and they've won 4 straight Valley Division titles, Miami Valley League, and they're looking with a win tonight to win the overall title tonight. As Stockton from the right wing, her shot is short. Tip looking to push it ahead. They're in the corner with the basketball. It's Mater. Mater gets it tipped away. It'll stay tip basketball. Coming in the lineup is number 11, Mackenzie Chin. The Devils up ahead trying to direct traffic, but there's a double dribble. Moran losing control of the basketball. And put Clark in the middle of that zone. Or McNeil to try to do something here. Scully with the basketball. Scully goes back to the left side to Brewer. They look to get it to McNeil, over to Clark. Clark for a jump shot. Shot is no good. Cleese McNeil with the weak side rebound. Kicks it back to Scully. Scully on the inside, throws a shot up. And Allie Stockton cleans it up. Stockton or McNeil was going for it, and Stockton got there first and gets a chance to throw up. She's got 7 of the 9 points. It's a 9-0 Sidney run with 3:14 to go here in the first quarter on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Griffin with the basketball, gives it up over to Madison Moran. Moran looking to do something with the basketball. Gives it on the inside to Mater, missed the shot. Point blank there for Mater. Scully comes down with the rebound. Scully looking to split the defense against Sidney. Won the matchup 56-31 back on December 21st, right before Christmas. Scully on the right side fires a high arcing 3. Shots no good. Another rebound by Stockton. She's been magnificent early. Gets up to Brewer, back to Scully. They get it to Clark on the inside. It's tipped away, and a turnover for Sidney. 27th all-time meeting between these schools. Sidney leads the series 14-12 as Mater fires a 3 from the top of the key. And it's been ice cold after a first possession bucket for the Red Devils as Scully takes it to the basket. And that's a timeout. The 30-second timeout. All timeouts this year on NKTelco Sports are brought to you by Precision Strip. We'd like to thank our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports, because without them we would not be able to bring you high school girls basketball action on NKTelco Sports. They are Burt Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwederman, Deckman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Gilsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and the St. Henry Bank. Keys to the Game are brought to you by Kegel Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Starting lineup sponsors, Emerson Copeland. And our play of the game, which I'll name at the end of the game, is brought to you, as always, by NKTelco. Just like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of girls high school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 and HD on Channel 503. Catch the replays of this game Wednesday, February 22nd at 5 p.m. and Saturday, February 25th at 8 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So, out of the Precision Strip timeout, it is an 11-2 lead here for the Sidney Yellow Jackets. A Mackenzie Wall bucket in the first minute. And 11 straight points from Sidney as Larkin Vordemark is in the lineup. Shot on the inside, wild there. Vordemark with the rebound. Vordemark pushes it up ahead to Stockton. Stockton cross-court passes Scully. Scully fires a 3, cans it. Jordan Scully from the right wing, buries a 3. She has the last 5 points for Sidney. Has a 14-0 Jacket run, and they're red hot offensively right now. Wide open shot, took and drained there by Mackenzie Chin. The lead scorer gets in the box score for Tip and breaks up 14 straight points that were scored by Tip. As the Red Devils still staying in that 3-2 zone. Jackets being patient and dissecting it. 1:05 to go here in the first quarter. Scully gets the basketball in the corner. Back out to Stockton to Brewer. Brewer going to give it back to Scully. Back to Brewer. Stockton calling for the basketball. Gives it up to Clark. Clark to Vordemark. Display of offensive passing here by the Jackets. Stockton on the inside. Try to get to Brewer, and that's going to be a Sidney turnover. Pass over and back is signaled, and Tip will take it out right in front of Coach Jamal Foster as we have substitutions for Sidney as Kimora Johnson, Alexa Mater, and Madison Moran come back in for Tip. Moran with the basketball, going to take it just beyond the three-point line. Shot's no good. Rebound down to Stockton. Stockton looking to push it up ahead. Stockton drives through the lane, gets it out to Larkin Vordemark. Vordemark kicks it out over to Scully. Scully back out to Kiara Hudgens. Sorry, he's in the line. I said Kimora Johnson, Kiara Hudgens. Seven seconds to go here, first quarter. Hudgens on the inside to Stockton, goes up, under, and scores. A 9-point quarter for Allie Stockton has made this a 16-4 game after one quarter of play. The City Yellow Jackets lead the Tip Red Devils. We'll step aside, come back to the second quarter of action here next on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Back here in NKTelco Sports, beginning the second quarter of action here between Sidney and Tip. It is a 16-4 Sidney Yellow Jacket lead over the Tip Red Devils. That quarter controlled primarily by the Sidney go-getter Allie Stockton, the future Findlay Oiler, and probably the all-time leading scorer coming up here soon. We don't have any confirmation of how close she is, but we know she's creeping up there pretty close. And she had 9 in that first quarter, 5 from Jordan Scully, and then 2 from Reagan Clark. Tip still staying in that 3-2 zone that they went to. We're Johnson in the lineup. Vordemark, McNeil, Johnson, and Brewer. The girls starting the second quarter here for Sidney. Vordemark with the basketball, being patient, gives out to Lexi Brewer. Missed most of last season with a torn ACL. Glad to have her back for her senior season. This is a team that went to the district semifinals last year. Has aspirations of getting further than that as we had the girls tournament draw just last Sunday. Only one more regular season game to go for Sidney, and that is against Greenville on Saturday at home. Last home game of the season for Sidney, and we're glad that you could join us for all girls and boys games this year on NKTelco Sports at Sidney. As that pass from Vordemark hits the net, it's a turnover, a long possession, results in a turnover for Sidney. Mater takes it baseline, cut off by Khalees McNeil, and there's a kick ball. It'll stay Tip basketball. Ball back out on the left side. Devils cut back to the right side. They get it up over to Lainey Kleckner. Kleckner trying to get on the inside, trying to make a move. Kick it out. Mater fires a 3, and it's off the mark. Hudgens tips it around, and Vordemark clears the boards. Brewer up ahead, looking to attack. Brewer kicks it to the corner to Kimora Johnson. And Johnson turns it over. Going to the basket and scoring there, it's Mackenzie Chin. 16-6, Sidney here. So they're looking for their first basket. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Brewer dribbles it over to Hudgens. Hudgens looking to go to the left side. Gives it up over to Johnson. Johnson to Brewer. Brewer to Khalees McNeil. Over to Hudgens. Back to Brewer. Back to Johnson. Impatience in this zone. Clark and Stockton getting arrested. It's taken away by Mater. Alexa Mater rips it away. As the Tip Red Devils get to the basket. Wild shot, no foul called. Hudgens up ahead in the forecourt over to Larkin Vordemark. Vordemark straddles that baseline over to McNeil. Back out over to Johnson. Johnson to the basket is fouled. Kimura Johnson will shoot two.
Tip foul number 11, Mackenzie Chin, her first.
Mackenzie Chin's first. And losses on Sidney's schedule this year have been to some really good teams they lost early in the season. They lost their first game of the year to a really good team in Division IV in Russia, their opening game. As Johnson hits the first one, they lost then to Purcell Marion, a very good Division III school. They lose then to probably the number one ranked team actually in the state in Division IV, Tri-Village. Giving them their best test of the season, probably. Maybe one of their best tests of the season. As Johnson hits both free throws. Scully back in. And Stockton also back in. I think they're going to wave off the free throw there, maybe. There's a lane violation. I don't know. We'll update you on that in a second. But in the second loss to Fort Erie International out of Canada. So, 4 losses have been to 4 very good non-conference opponents. That, you know, those 3 teams, those 3 Ohio teams that I mentioned, as that free throw is taken off for Kimura Johnson. Was just some very, very good schools that will make deep runs, probably to at least the districts in their tournament, as Laney Kleckner misses the shot on the inside. Sidney has numbers, 4 on 5. Scully fires the 3 off the mark. Look good leaving her hand. Couldn't quite fall there. Mater up ahead, gets a nice shot fake on the inside, and Mater is fouled, and they'll shoot 2. Against Stockton, her first. Reagan Clark looking to check back in. As Mater's shot falls out. Clark back in along with Hannah Wildermuth, averaging 5.8 points a game for Tip. Is in the lineup. As Vordemark heads to the bench. Vordemark coming off the bench. Vordemark averaging over 10 points a game as well for the sophomore. As Mater goes empty from the line, Wildermuth gets the rebound. Tip with the basketball on the inside. Shot up by Wildermuth. It's no good. Rebound down to Lexi Brewer. Brewer gives it over to Stockton. Stockton, cross-court pass to Scully. Scully passes on a 3, tries to give it up over to Clark. It's tipped out and it'll stay Sidney basketball. As Hudgens back in. Hudgens, a 5'4" junior again. Graduating from this year's team, Lexi Brewer, Reagan Clark, and Allie Stockton, the seniors. For this year's team, also with Alexis Wilson. So, a couple key players to replace. But, you know, Scully and Vordemark, McNeil and Johnson, they'll all be back next year. Hudgens will be back next year. The city team going to be around for the next couple of years for sure. Jada Schroyer, very nice JV player, probably get promoted to varsity next year. So the city team, not just around just for this year. They're going to be around for the next couple of years for Coach Jamal Foster. Scully with the basketball. Been a cold offensive quarter for Sidney. They've only been able to manage 1 point. They get it to Clark on the inside, and it's been the story of the second quarter. No field goals yet for Sidney after scoring 16 first quarter points. But Tip struggling offensively as well the entire game. It's 17-6 on grandparents' night here at Sidney, as the seniors will play their last game here Saturday. I'm sure it will be a little emotional. They'll play their last game here in the Hive. A shot up and in. Scoring's Mackenzie Chin. She'll go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Chin at the line, completes a 3-point play. Chin with 7 of the 9 points for Tip. Oliver to Stockton, back to Scully. Back to the left side to Khalees McNeil. Over to Hudgens. Sidney searching for their first basket of this quarter. They've got a free throw from Kimora Johnson. They just rechanged the score to 18-8. Maybe something got changed in the book. Maybe Kimora Johnson's got 2 points now. I don't know. That ball's tipped away. It says 18-8 on. I think they added the wrong point. It should be 17-9. We add up the total here. You're ready to get the scoreboard refixed here. It's 17-9. Sidney over Tip on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Again, if Sidney can win tonight, they'll win the overall Miami Valley League title, as they are undefeated in the league. Very impressive in the infancy of this young league. Features Tip and Vandalia Butler, and that 3 is no good. Rebound down to Stockton. Stockton goes up and scores. She's in double figures. League features Tippecanoe, Vandalia Butler, Troy, Greenville, Piqua, Fairborn, West Carrollton, Stebbins, and Xenia. As the shot's so good on the inside. Stockton gets the rebound. Stockton on the inside to Johnson's blocked by Wildermuth. And the lineup is Samantha Wall for Tip. Stack formation for Sidney. Scully gets the basketball. Scully to the rack, scores. Boy, Stockton's did a lot of scoring, but Scully not too far behind her. Jordan Scully's got 7 now. And Sidney leads 21-9 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, and Sidney's running up tempo like they usually like to do. Hudgens up ahead to the left side to Stockton. Stockton cross-court pass to Reagan Clark. Clark gets it to Stockton in the middle of the zone. Left side over to Hudgens. Over to Kimora Johnson. Johnson cross-court pass to Stockton. Stockton gets a shot fake. Stockton back over to Hudgens, and Coach Jamal Foster will redirect his girls here. Again, wearing that pink suit tonight. Looks nice, Coach Foster. If you're listening to that, I like the pink suit. Scully back over to Stockton. Stockton trying to give it back over to Scully. Stockton looked behind that defense, calling for the ball. Give it out to Hudgens. Hudgens high arcing 3, got it. Nothing but net for Kiera Hudgens. And Hudgens drains the 3. It's a 24-9 Sidney advantage. Under a minute to go here till halftime as the offense is picked up after a pretty dead second quarter offensively, and Wildermuth fouled to go to the line for 2.
Sidney foul, Kiera Hudgens, her first, team's third. Tanner Wildermuth on the line for Tip, shooting 2.
Wildermuth at the line, cannot connect on the first free throw. Coming in is Mater. Back in for the Tip Red Devils. Wildermuth at the line and cans the free throw. Wildermuth gets in the box scoring, gets Tip to the double-digit threshold. Hudgens in the corner to Scully. Scully back over to Kimora Johnson. Left side to Stockton. Stockton trying to find a lane, gets it tipped out. It'll stay Sidney basketball. We got a timeout, 30-second timeout from Coach Jamal Foster. All timeouts this year on NKTelco are brought to you by Precision Strip. We'll step aside. Our scored, Sidney 24, Tip 10 on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here.
Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Back here on NKTelco Sports, it's a 24-10 Sidney lead over Tip, and with just a shade under 30 seconds, Jackets in control. It was a slow start offensively. They've only been able to manage 8 points this quarter, but it's kind of a slow start offensively. They hit a couple buckets here, though, to get them out in front by 14. Get the ball over to Kira Hudgens. Hudgens backs it out right near the Sidney logo, back out to Jordan Scully. Scully gives it up to Hudgens. Hudgens on the left side to Stockton. Scully with the basketball. Sidney's going to hold for that last shot, it looks like. Hudgens got to take the shot. Got it. Kira Hudgens with 5 now. Half-court heave well short for Tip. It's a 26-10 Sidney lead over Tip City heading into the halftime break. We'll step aside, come back with our first half stats and recap here next on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Back here on NKTelco Sports, and a halftime here between the Sidney Yellow Jackets and the Tip Red Devils. It's a 26-10 Sidney lead over Tip City, and let's take a look at the individual scoring from the first half. First, taking a look for the Tip Red Devils. They got 7 points out of Mackenzie Chin, 1 from Hannah Wildermuth, and 2 from Samantha Wall. For Sidney, they were led by their lead scorer, Allie Stockton, with 11. Jordan Scully had 7. 5 for Kira Hudgens, 2 for Reagan Clark, and 1 for Kimora Johnson. For one quarter of play, our score was 16-4, and as the score stands right now, it's a 26-10 Sidney Yellow Jacket advantage over the Tip Red Devils. And again, as I've mentioned a couple times throughout the broadcast, if the Jackets can wrap up and win tonight, they'll win the overall Miami Valley League Championship and take that hardware home to Sidney. And another stamp on the banner as that ball goes out of bounds, and then will stay Tip basketball. in the 27th all-time meeting between these two schools. Sidney leads the series 14-12, as these teams will obviously meet twice a year due to the double round robin of the Miami Valley League, adopting that a few years ago. Like many other leagues do in the area, like the Shelby County League and the Three Rivers Conference is doing. The Yellow Jackets push it up ahead. Scully gets the basketball. Scully in the corner to Brewer. Lexi Brewer puts it in. Lexi Brewer with her first basket for the 5'7" senior. It's a 28-10 lead, and Tip wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. All timeouts this year on NKTelco Sports are brought to you by Precision Strip. And we would like to thank our sponsors, because again, without them, we would not be able to bring you this ball game. They are Burt Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and the St. Henry Bank. Keys of the game are brought to you by Kilo Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Starting lineup, Emerson Copeland. And our player of the game, which I'll bring to you at the end of the game, is brought to you by NKTelco. Also like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of girls high school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. You can catch the replays of this game Wednesday, February 22nd at 5 p.m. and Saturday, February 25th at 8 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So back to the action here on NKTelco Sports. The 28-20 Sidney lead on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, and Wall tracks down that rebound in the corner. Shot fake. Shot up, in and out. Wall trying to get the basketball. Rebound down to Brewer. Brewer trying to work it up ahead. Brewer goes to the right side to Scully. Goes back over to Brewer. Brewer goes back to Stockton. Back in the corner, Reagan Clark. Jump shot off the mark. Rebound down to Mater. 90 seconds burned in this first half. 18-point Sidney lead. I'm Brandon Cover. Glad you can join us here on NKTelco Sports. Please bring you girls games all year here at Sidney High School. And guys, games is that shots missed, and Khalees McNeil comes down with the rebound. Brewer locks it up slowly. He's got that brace on her right leg. As we mentioned, she tore that ACL 5 games into the year last year. Scully with the basketball, trying to dissect this tip zone. They haven't played a lick of man all night. Brewer loses the basketball. Mental mistake there for the senior Lexi Brewer. Morgan Vordemark coming in the lineup. Tip trying to split the defense. It's taken away. Scully on the right side, back to Brewer. Brewer back to Scully. Scully gets a shot fake. On the inside, over to Clark to Stockton. Stockton goes up and is fouled, and Allie Stockton will shoot two. As I said, Allie going to play, and it's been well publicized that she's going to play at Findlay University, Division II Power. That really in our NKTelco region has done a nice job in attracting a lot of talent, especially on the volleyball floor, but also on the basketball floor. She'll join two Minster Wildcats up there in Ella Mesher and Janae Hoying, who graduated the last 2 years from Minster with two really good talents there. And as the Red Devils take it up the floor, ball almost taken away. Red Devils patient in the lane. They're about going to get a 3-second count there. And they got away with a long 3 seconds. Vordemark up ahead to Brewer. Stockton takes away from cut right in front of Vordemark. And Stockton scores again. Stockton up to 14 points. Shot on the inside, up and good. That's Mackenzie Chin with 9 points. The lead scorer of this Tip team, averaging 11.2 a tilt. The second tilt of the season between these two teams against Sidney. Won the first one 56-31. Like I said, they've won all Miami Valley League contests so far this year. Got a high seed in that section, I believe a 3 seed. As they're sitting in a good position, just based off seeding to get out of that sectional, which they're looking to do. Stockton from the corner hits a 3-pointer. She's up to 17 now. Shot, turnaround's up and good. That shot made there by Hannah Wildermuth. It is a 34-14 Sidney advantage now. Again, they, like I said, on December 21st, they won this first contest 56-31 as Vordemark has the basketball nearly taken away as it's thrown out of bounds. And Nora Johnson, Kira Hudgens back in for Sidney as Scully heads to the bench along with Lexi Brewer. Jackets with an 8-4 advantage this stanza. Johnson with the basketball. Johnson goes to the left side to Hudgens. Goes back to Hudgens, right side to Larkin Vordemark. Vordemark in the lane over to Stockton, back to Vordemark, trying to split on the inside. Shot is no good. Good defense by the Red Devils on the inside. Shot from the top of the key is drained. Hannah Wildermuth coming along this quarter with 5 points in the quarter, surpassing her average now of 5.8 points a game, is up to 6. Well, that's pretty much right at her average as Vordemark gets the ball on the left side down to Stockton. Stockton for her teammate goes back out to Hudgens. Stockton trying to get a response on that 3, and she does. Allie Stockton with 20. And in that zone, Tip keeps forgetting about her. Rebound down to Hudgens. Johnson gives a shot fake. Will redirect herself. Nearly tripled it off her leg, facing intense pressure here from Tip, and it hit off a Wildermuth last, and will stay Sidney basketball as Cleese McNeil returns for Sidney. Number 14, Elizabeth Stollard in the lineup for the first time tonight, along with number 4, Emily Oslagi. Hudgens gets the ball in backcourt, 2:16 to go here in the third quarter. 20-point Sidney lead. My name's Brandon Coverman. Glad you can join us here on NKTelco Sports. McNeil back to Johnson. Johnson over to Hudgens. Hudgens dribbles into the lane, gives it back out to Kimora Johnson. Goes back over to Hudgens. Cross-court pass to Larkin Vordemark. Vordemark drives on the inside. Might have got away with a walk. So stay Sidney basketball. Stockton goes back to Johnson, goes back to the right side to Hudgens. They go with the cross-court pass, the skip pass to Stockton. She stops, fakes into the lane, splits the defense, and what else do you expect? Allie Stockton with 22 now. We don't expect anything less but spectacular from the super senior, and foul going to the basket on Sidney.
Sidney foul number 4, Larkin Vordemark, her first.
The foul on Larkin Vordemark. I haven't whistled too many fouls.
Mackenzie Chin on the line for Tip shooting 2.
As as Mackenzie Chin nails the first free throw. And coming in for Tip is Samantha Wall and Lexi Brewer. Back in for the Sidney Yellow Jackets. 1:26 to go here in the third quarter. 39-18 Sidney. And now 39-19 after Chin cans both of those free throws. Chin in double figures now with 11 of the 19 Tip points. So the league scores for each team is over half of the offensive production on each side. Hudgens cross-court pass to Kimora Johnson. Goes out to Khalees McNeil. McNeil tries to give it up. It's turned over. And ball is tipped and taken away. Goes back over to Khalees McNeil. McNeil blocked on the inside there by Mackenzie Chin. McNeil tried to tip it away, but she was standing out of bounds. It'll stay Tip basketball as Mater will inbound it. Ball screen at the timeline. Chin gets it tipped away. Nice effort by Lexi Brewer, Larkin Vordemark. Vordemark up ahead to Khalees McNeil. McNeil backs down in the lane, rips through and scores. Tip coach was wanting to travel, but she actually held her back pivot foot there. And Khalees McNeil, averaging 4.3 points a game, gets in the box score, does the 5'10 sophomore. Tip trying to cut to the basket. Chin goes up and scores. A little bit of anticipation, but that shot falls to Mackenzie Chin. Chin with a baker's dozen and 13 points and a free toss from the line.
Second and a half. Chin on the line for Tip, shooting one.
Chin hits the free throw. And Chin up to 14 now. Brewer with the basketball, gets it tipped, and Vordemark will watch it go out of bounds as the scoreboard reads 24 seconds exactly in the third stanza. Vordemark back to Brewer. Brewer trying to get on the inside to Larkin. Vordemark tipped away. Goes up to Mater. Mater trying to go to the basket, gets it ripped away by Kimora Johnson. Johnson back up to Hudgens. Hudgens in the backcourt, loses the basketball. She's gonna have any time to get a shot off, and I don't think they are, and they won't. But Sidney stays in control. They have a 19-point lead headed into the fourth quarter. We'll step aside, come back with the fourth quarter of action here next on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Back here on NKTelco Sports, beginning of the fourth quarter of action here between Sidney and Tip, and it's a 41-22 lead for the Sidney Yellow Jackets over the Tip Red Devils. Trying to ice this game out and go to 17-0 in the Miami Valley League. As Scully has the basketball. Scully trying to get it to Brewer. Brewer down to Stockton. Stockton trying to go in the lane, goes back out to Brewer. Brewer on the inside to Larkin. Vordemark gets that tipped away. Wildermuth on the inside. Wildermuth trying to go out. Wildermuth There's a timeout, full timeout by Tip. We'll take it with them. Our score is Sidney 41, Tip City 22 here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Back here on NKTelco Sports, 7:04 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a 41-22 Sidney Yellow Jacket lead over the Tip Red Devils. Mater trying to shoot off the out-of-bounds play. Shot's no good. Rebound down over to Lexi Brewer. Brewer with the basketball. Goes to the right side to Scully. Goes back to Brewer. Back over to Larkin Vordermark. Foul line extended. Over to Brewer. Brewer takes the short jump shot. Cans it. Lexi Brewer now right around her season average with 4 points. And a 21-point lead for the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Brewer with the basketball. Trying to give it up. It's taken away by Reagan Clark. Up ahead to Larkin Vordermark ahead of the pack, and Larkin Vordermark puts it in. Larkin Vordermark yet to score yet, even though she averages 10.2 a contest. And she lets the Yellow Jackets double up the Tip Red Devils. Shot on the inside, clean up by Wildermuth is no good. Rebound down to Mater. And the Red Devils get a three from Lainey Kleckner. And the lead now trimmed down to 20. Goes down to Larkin Vordermark, who scores again. Vordermark, after being quiet, scores on back-to-back possessions. So it's been impressive offensively. 10.2 points a game. She didn't start tonight. Well, 4 points now matches her jersey number, and the sophomore is going to be one of the big dogs next year. Here with Stockton and Brewer and Clark all graduating, as Mater will go to the line and shoot two.
Sidney foul. Number 4, Larkin Vordermark. Her second, King's third. Alexa Mater on the line for Tip, shooting two.
First shot good from Mater. As with 5:13 to go, Mater's second free throw no good. Mater, her first point, she averages 9.3 a contest, so quiet night from Alexa Mater. Scully with the basketball over to Brewer, gives it upward to Stockton. It's over the right side to Jordan Scully. Scully fires a three and cans it. Jordan Scully, three-point shooter. She's an assassin from out there. She's got 2 of 3s tonight, and she's up to 10 points. We're watching Scully's first game as a freshman. She started, and she shot 2 threes in the first 2 possessions, and you knew she didn't make either of them, but you knew she was not afraid to shoot. The freshman was not going to be timid or afraid in that game they played against Rushi last year. And Stockton heads to the bench. Her night probably over with 20 points. Wall with the basketball. Shot's no good. Clean up on the inside. No good shot blocked there by Courtney Post, who's making her first appearance. Tip trying to get the basketball, and it's tipped away by Brewer down to Vordermark. Vordermark trying to thread the needle, and they missed a kick. The officials missed a kick in transition. We should have kept it at Sidney basketball. And a three-pointer from the corner. Shot's no good. Rebound down to Khalees McNeil. McNeil gets it out to Scully. Scully up ahead to her sophomore classmate, Larkin Vordemark, leaking past the defense. She missed the shot. There's minimal contact there. I don't think she had any, case for a foul there, actually, but it's getting physical. Wait for a foul to get called here sometime. It's getting really physical. They're letting them play. 4 fouls against Sidney, 1 against Tip. Scully tips it out of bounds, and there's the stoppage in play with 3:47 to go. It's up 50-26. Sidney lead over Tip. Again, my name's Brandon Coverman. Glad you can join us here on NKTelco Sports as Kira Hutchins comes back in the lineup. On the inside, shot's no good. Rebound down to Tip, over to post. Kick in the corner, hierarchy 3, it's no good. Khalees McNeil will track down the long rebound as Tip is trapping. They get a steal out of it. Layup, no good on the inside by Chin. And it's a wild scramble of events out there. Tip steals the ball right back. They get it to the left wing. Quick shot is no good, and there's a foul on the floor against Sidney, against Kira Hutchins. 15 foul on the Jackets.
City foul number 1, Kira Hutchins. Her first, is team 5th. Correction, her second.
And in for Tip now is number 22, Savannah Clausen. Clausen, who saw a little time in that JV contest that Tip did win here tonight, 32-11 over the City Yellow Jackets, as Khalees McNeil steals the basketball. Reagan Clark in the corner gives the basketball up over to Lexi Brewer. 3 minutes square to go here in the fourth quarter. McNeil, a nice pass to Reagan Clark, who scores. Clark with 4 points, and glad to be playing a full season of basketball. She transferred in from Jackson Center and to sell the second half of the year last year in a tournament run. So Clark, glad to be back playing a full season of basketball for her senior year. We're glad to have her here on NKTelco Sports. And she's having a fine senior season with averaging 7.5 points a game. Jackets doubling up Tip, 52-26. Three-pointer is off the mark. Rebound down to Khalees McNeil, who again clears the boards and traveled. The double dribble traveled. Either way, it's going to be Tip basketball. Larkin Vordemark going to check out. Tamora Johnson in. Ball inbounded. Goes up to Chin, who slivers through the defense. And Mackenzie Chin. We talked about her. She's got 16 of the 28 Red Devil points. She averages 11.2, but playing here, her best basketball against the best team in the Miami Valley League. And we got a timeout by Coach Jamal Foster. All timeouts this year on NKTelco Sports are brought to you by Precision Strip. We'll step aside here and come back here next on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Back here on NKTelco Sports, after the Precision Strip timeout, it's a 52-28 Sidney Yellow Jacket lead over the Tip City Red Devils, and looks like the Sidney Yellow Jackets are going to get the overall Miami Valley League title. here, and so they've already wrapped up the Valley Division long ago as they've blitzed out ahead of the pack at the beginning of the season. And again, just undefeated in the Miami Valley League. The closest team with 2 losses, that being Vandalia Butler, who Sidney's beat twice themselves. So they'll finish Saturday against Greenville's Johnson's shot is no good. So one more game for this group of seniors that has really resurrected the Sidney program. Again, if you just remember that 2017-18 and 2018-19 season was a so we have a timeout, and with that steal, Lexi Brewer has broke the all-time steal record. Congratulations, Lexi Brewer, over 300 career steals. The leader is third in the Miami Valley League this year with 3.6 steals a game, and Lexi Brewer has broke the all-time steals record. Congratulations to the senior we've had the privilege to see play 4 years on NKTelco Sports. So congratulations to Lexi Brewer. A lot of effort put in and a hard worker. Again, missed a lot of her junior season due to a knee injury. And she's clearly emotional as she gets that steal. And we'll have her name plastered on the record board here at Sidney High School, just outside the gymnasium, as she gets a picture with her parents. Again, class act from Jamal Foster. And really going on to what I was talking about just right before that steal. And you see this program has been resurrected. Jada Schroyer, Lauren Conley, Lexus Wilson will come in, and Brewer will head out. And congratulated by her coaches, especially Jamal Foster. And Foster had a vision, again, only winning 2 games from the 2017-18 and 18-19 seasons. The Sidney team was left and thought behind. Jamal Foster comes in right away and wins Miami Valley Division. His first year of the 2019-2020 season, Kendall Dickman hits the line. And Foster really has reimagined his program. He's a 2007 Sidney graduate. And it doesn't hurt, too, when you have players like Lexi Brewer and Allie Stockton that were there that first year, that rebuild in the Jamal Foster era. So shot is up and in for Elizabeth Stollard.
Two-point basket, Elizabeth Stollard. Stollard on the line, shooting 1.
Stollard's free throw is up and good. Stollard's got 3 now. 52-31. Alexis Wilson with the basketball. Minute to go here. Wilson trying to get the basketball up. He's kept her pivot foot. Wilson gives the basketball up to Kimura Johnson. Johnson throws it off of Clausen's foot, and Tip will keep possession as Sidney will win the overall Miami Valley League division. So congratulations to Sidney. A great night for them. They win the overall Miami Valley League title. Lexi Brewer breaks the school record, and Johnson falls down and will turn it over. It'll be Macy Griffin. Griffin stops in transition. He's up over to Clausen. On the inside to Post. Post shots no good on the inside. Dickman clears the boards. Dickman over to Jada Schroyer. Back up over to Kimura Johnson. Trying to get it to Lexus Wilson on the inside. Wilson back to Schroyer. Schroyer back to Johnson. Conley with the basketball. Shot fake goes up and cannot score. That's rebound down to Emily Oslagi. Seconds here, and basketball tipped out. And 0.8 of a second left as Sidney will get the victory here tonight. Overall, Miami Valley League champions. Congratulations to Jamal Foster and his squad. 17-0 in the Miami Valley League as Tip runs that stack formation. And scores right at the buzzer. Does Courtney Post. Our final here tonight, Sidney 52, Tip City 33. I'd like to thank our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports, because without them, we would not be able to bring you this ball game here tonight on NKTelco Sports. So we appreciate these sponsors. They are, if I can pull them up here, they are Kiel Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland, Carriage Works, Colgate Plumbing and Heating, Grand Lake Health, Lincoln Electric Automation, the Minster Bank, Pratt Industry, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. He's the game brought to you by Kiel Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Our timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Our starting lineup sponsors, Emerson Copeland. Our play of the game is brought to you by NKTelco. Additional sponsors are Burt Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwitterman, Deckman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securicom, and the St. Henry Bank. I'd just like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of girls high school basketball here on NKTelco Channel 3 and HD on Channel 503. Catch the replays of this game in particular Wednesday, February 22nd at 5 p.m. and Saturday, February 25th at 8 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So let's take a look at the individual scoring here tonight for each team. First, taking a look for the Tip Red Devils. They were led with Mackenzie Chin tonight. Mackenzie Chin had 16 points. 1 for Alexa Mater, 3 for Elizabeth Stollard, 3 for Lainey Kleckner, 2 for Courtney Post, and 6 for Hannah Wilderman, 2 for Samantha Wall. For Sidney, they were led with 20 points from Allie Stockton, 4 points from Reagan Clark, 4 points from Lexi Brewer, 5 from Kira Hudgens, 1 from Kimora Johnson, 2 from Khalees McNeil, and 4 from Larkin Fordemark and Jordan Scully. Tonight as well, don't want to leave her out, had 10. Scoring after quarters was 16-4 Sidney, 26-10 Sidney at half, 41-22 Sidney after 3 quarters, and the final 52-33 Sidney as they captured the overall Miami Valley League title here tonight. Sidney advances on the season to 17-4. Tip drops to 14-7. Each team will be back in action. Sidney will be back in action Saturday against the Greenville Green Wave. It'll be their senior night, their last home game of the season. I'll be on the call for that game. It's a 10:30 JV Tip. Varsity to follow immediately afterwards, so hopefully you can join us here on NKTelco Sports. Before we leave tonight, I'd like to name our player of the game, and our player of the game, no surprise, Allie Stockton with 20 to help pace the Yellow Jackets here tonight. So Allie Stockton, our NKTelco player of the game. Again, congratulations to Lexi Brewer on setting the all-time school record in steals as well. That'll do it for us here on NKTelco Sports tonight. Again, for the final time, the City Yellow Jackets defeat the Tip City Red Devils 52-33. My name is Brandon Coverman. Glad you enjoyed this broadcast of NKTelco Sports. We'll see you here next time.